Okay, this is about as simple as it gets, about the truth, about our power. Um, this is a really great video here. This is a really great video, and it's about the power of thought from a quantum perspective. And I think a lot of us know, and we've read a lot of books and seen the movies about the law of attraction and things like that. And it seems that this is the truth. Our thoughts interact with particles on the subatomic level and create reality in that way. And people just don't realize it. That's why thinking, imaging, feeling, intending, expecting, and all of those things that have to do with vibrations and resonance and frequencies on the quantum level are so powerful. So people are totally unaware of this magnificent equipment that they're carrying around in their heads, the imagining faculty, the visioning faculty, you can even imagine a song and hear it in your head. I mean, all these things are so powerful. And people are giving all of that ability away to TV, movies, jingles, and not taking charge. I'm pretty sure that that's why monks and holy people go off by themselves and spend time with the silence and invisible world, because in fact they're probably the ones that are holding the world together. That's been an idea that I've had, because what we think about, what we imagine, what we dream about is what we will produce in the outside world. So some people are a force for destruction. The war planners are planning, they're drawing their plans, strategies, tactics, coming up with ever more creative weapons and controls, surveillance, with all their crazy payloads. And see, look at this, what Buddha says. All that we are is the result of all we have thought. And Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. To me, that means we create inside of our minds a garden or a horrible, desolate place that's full of, nightmares. Or we can, and the Bible also says that about whatever is beautiful and lovely, think on those things. So I don't know if you believe in God or the Bible or whatever, but it makes sense. Even Shakespeare said, it's only thinking makes something true or not. So here's a nice comment and about this movie. So this movie, I watched it already a few days ago, and I thought it was so great. It's explained really well. And then this comment, this is from Sir Arthur Stanley Eddington, English mathematician. I believe that the mind has the power to affect groups of atoms and even tamper with the odds of atomic behavior, and that even the course of the world is not predetermined by physical law, but may be altered by the uncaused volition of human beings. Okay, the uncaused volition of human beings. In other words, we will things into existence. We speak things into existence. We imagine things into existence. We visualize, feel, intend, expect things into existence. Okay, here's another one by Will Smith. We both, I imagine he's talking about his wife, we both believe wholeheartedly that our thoughts, our feelings, our dreams, our ideas are physical in the universe. That if we dream something, if we picture something, if we commit ourselves to it, that is a physical thrust towards realization that we can put it into the universe, that the universe is not a thing that's going to push us around, that the world and people and situations is not something that's going to push us around, that we are going to bend the universe and command and demand that the universe become what we want it to be. So I believe this too. We have so much creative power, and we can be such a force for good, and we have to. The more that the destructive class is planning wars and control and chemtrails and all that, the more we have to step up and use our power, not be passive, and take charge of what we want in the world, starting with ourselves. So, now, in contrast to that, look here at what people are imagining and dreaming and planning in Bangor, Maine. Yep, they're planning for a zombie apocalypse. And they might get it if they plan this much and rehearse it. And I think they are totally unaware. Look what someone said. Oh my God, Americans are sometimes such stupid. I love English by foreigners. But that person's right. Americans are absolutely, what can I say? Well, not all Americans, but oh, they don't know what they don't know what fire they're playing with. Okay, now watch this.
I feel the need to eat brains.
Outbreaks of these civil disturbances and bitings.
If I bite you, I'm contagious.
And in conjunction with that, there are also widespread power outages.
The zombie apocalypse is spreading across the country.
I was the first one, so I ended up biting everybody.
I've received an experimental treatment, so we're not sure if I am or not.
In this mock situation, disease, chaos, and the Walking Dead are taking over.
So the white-haired lady received an experimental drug, or so she doesn't know if she is or not. These people here, they are so willing to do role play, imagine, dress up, and like totally get into character. Isn't that going to just create it? Why should anyone be surprised? And there's this other thing in the Bible where it said they needed rain, they needed water, and they were instructed to dig ditches. And they wouldn't get the water, they wouldn't get the rain unless they dug the ditches first, which was an expectation and a visualization and a dreaming of the water that would come. So we get what we think about, we get what we commit ourselves to, and these people are very foolishly playing into the hands of, I don't know, our rulers, the government. I don't know about you, but I think it's what a waste of precious spiritual inner power.
Negative virus. I don't even know how to say that.
Or at least, that's the scenario playing out at a pandemic preparedness training session in Bangor. First responders and emergency agencies from 8 communities in eastern Maine are participating.
They're learning to network, they're learning to what partners they need at the table to plan for these kind of events, and how to pool their resources to ensure that the community is taken care of.
So, Kathy Knight, she's going to be a tasty morsel for some zombie that comes and wants to chomp on her. And she's wearing a cross around her necklace. Maybe she's a Christian, but this is why I can't go to Christian churches, because they are totally unaware of God's gift to them in the form of their mental treasures of visualization, imagination, and you can even imagine a song in your mind and hear it. I mean, isn't that fantastic? We are such amazing beings when you think about it. And when the Bible says God created man in his image, you know, I know a lot of people don't believe that, but it can't be arms and legs. It has to be the imaginative powers that are godlike. So people have lost their way. Humans have lost their way. Look at this poor girl giving herself over to this insane role-playing.
The zombie apocalypse isn't real. Pandemics like the H1N1 virus in 2009 and the SARS outbreak in 2002 have proven to authorities they need to be prepared for anything.
There are
Proven to authorities. And who's making these viruses and things? Where are they coming from? And what about the vaccines? They want to give people vaccines to counter these, and are people just willingly going to take vaccines? Let's listen to Kathy.
approximately 36,000 fatalities from influenza every year. And we do have outbreaks in the state of Maine and every state in the nation annually.
It's imperative that you build relationships nearly daily in this type of work.
Bangor Assistant Fire Chief Tom Higgins says there are many things the everyday citizen can do to be prepared for an epidemic.
Be careful who you build relationships with. Find a cave somewhere and go live there. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to do. Okay, so here is the mind-bending videos. I think they have a lot of videos on this side. I haven't checked them all out, but this is a nice one. So remember,
Countless legends, myths, and social explanations surround the topic of thought, but few people understand the facts about how our thoughts impact our lives. For many years, unusual observations and experiences have been labeled bizarre, paranormal, and sometimes were
well, there you go. You can watch that on your own, but just remember that you are a powerful being, and we don't really know. We don't know the invisible aspect, the invisible light spectrum that we can't see, and when we have coincidences and we create our reality, we just really don't know, but we need to treasure what we have and learn more about it. And I think, you know, when the Greeks said, know thyself, this is it. And the Bible says, so Jesus Christ said so many things that, I don't know, I woke up to some of the things that he said once I got away from churches. And you will be surprised once you really get into this. I'm going to spend the rest of my life learning this because it's so easy to get off track. I have to get back on, you know, really notice what is living inside of us. Well, it's the kingdom of heaven. So wake up to your own power, and God bless you, and have a beautiful day. And it's going to be up to us to at least use our talents that we have and not be wasteful. Okay? Goodbye. Thanks for watching.